Hey folks, JD here, and no, well, before you change video, this is a new JD 509 video. This is not the original one that I recorded a couple of months ago. Now, the reason we're coming back and revisiting this particular quadcopter is because of this. So, I purchased this a little while ago. This is the RC RunCam. Now, those of you that have watched the video will remember this particular copter got stuck in a tree. A mate of mine got it down, but then unfortunately the FPV in the camera didn't work. So I thought, well, what I'll do is I'll make a couple of small modifications, take the camera off, unplug it, and instead we're going to be using this little RC RunCam. So what the RunCam is it is a camera specifically designed for RC and remote control copters, planes and things like that. So I thought, wouldn't it be quite cool if we were to take her up, we have her recording in 720, and we get some nice views of the areas as well as her hovering as well and seeing how it all goes. So what I'm going to do is just connect this up. So this is only going to be a short video, my friends, just to show you the RunCam working. So let's have a little look now. Let's turn her on, SD card in, yeah. Okay, now is she recording? Yep, she's recording. Okay, so I've not tried this copter with this camera, so it could be quite catastrophic, or it could work. So let's have a little look and see. Oh, it won't work at all. Okay, so I've not tried this copter with this camera, so it could work or it could be a catastrophic mess. Either way, let's try and see if we can find out. So let's bind to the copter, let's turn her on, let's take her up. Okay, so first glance, she is holding really well. So if I just come away from the sound of these motors a bit, because they are very loud on this copter, let's take her up. So the addition of this RunCam, which doesn't weigh a lot at all, it weighs less than my Mobius, which is what I'm using to record these videos with, actually works pretty well. She doesn't go up very high with it, but that's fine. She has the barometer built in, so that will keep the altitude, which is what she currently seems to be doing. So let's get a couple of nice videos up there for you. And as I say, the main reason for doing this was purely because I couldn't record video the first time when we looked at this copter. So let's just record some of the beautiful woods in front of us. Let's hope I've got that camera positioned correctly. So, if you haven't watched the first JD 509 video, then let me run you through the quadcopter a little bit. So, this copter has got a barometer built in which allows it to do something called altitude hold, which is what I'm doing here. So as you'll notice, I'm not touching any part of this controller, and she is just staying up there quite nice, hovering around. And that is because the barometer senses air pressure, and therefore it'll stay at the same air pressure that it senses. So if it did have the standard camera on it, then I would be able to use this little LCD screen here, and you'd be able to see what the camera was seeing, otherwise known as FPV mode, which is otherwise known as first person video. So you can fly them like that. In this country, in the UK, that is illegal. So you do have to have your eyes on the quadcopter at all times. There we are, let's take her around a bit. So as you can see, she hovers spectacularly well. So then here we go, let's take her up again. So she doesn't seem to be wanting to go as high as what she would normally without the RC camera attached, which is fine, it's not a problem. All in all though, she is a fantastic little copter. This particular one cost me, I think it was £85, but she then had a bit of a nasty accident and she stayed in a tree for 4 days, which was kind of unexpected, and she's worked perfectly ever since, apart from, I think it was the second flight I took her out on, the camera stopped responding, so that obviously took some damage while it was up in the tree. So let's take her up for her last little flight in a while. So I'm going to see if I can just climb her a little bit high. There we are, see if we can keep her about there. That seems pretty good. She does seem to be wanting to drop slightly, but I'm guessing that is just to do with the addition of this RunCam. So let's keep her down quite low. Let's bring her back to me. Okay, and let's kill the engines. There we go. Well, I think that should have got us some nice video as well. So there we have it, friends. Thanks for watching and listening. I hope you've enjoyed this video. This has just been the video recording of in-flight with the JD509, just because I couldn't do it the first time around. So thanks ever so much, folks, for watching and listening. I hope you really enjoyed. Until next time, my friends, happy flying.